Jordyn Brooks doesn't usually say much, but he didn't hold back after the Dolphins' 30-17 loss to the Packers on Thursday. Brooks, a physical player known for his toughness, didn't mince words.
"I thought we were soft today,"
he said.
"I felt like we let the elements control how we played as a group."
Brooks' words were a stark contrast to his usual quiet demeanor. It wasn't just a feeling, it was evident in the stats. The Dolphins missed a staggering 20 tackles in the game, which left them with nothing to be thankful for on Thanksgiving weekend. The weather in Green Bay, a brisk 27 degrees with flurries, played a role in the Dolphins' struggles. The team appeared to freeze up, especially in the first half, as they fell behind 24-3. Brooks expressed confusion, saying,
"I don't know if the guys were too cold, but I felt like the elements played a part."
But it wasn't just the defense that struggled. Miami's offense couldn't get going either. The Dolphins were limited to only 39 rushing yards on 2.8 yards per carry, a far cry from the offensive success they enjoyed earlier this season. The most painful moment came late in the game when Miami had a 2nd and goal at Green Bay's 1-yard line, but failed to score. A rush by Devon Achane went for no gain, followed by an incompletion from Tua Tagovailoa to Jonnu Smith, and a sack that forced a turnover on downs. Head coach Mike McDaniel explained the decision to pass rather than run, citing some technique issues on the first 2 downs. However, running back Raheem Mostert's frustration was palpable.
"Whatever they call, you've just got to get it in the box."
NBC's Jason Garrett echoed concerns about Miami's lack of physicality, especially on the road in cold conditions. He questioned whether the team's speed-first mentality would work in critical games, particularly against tough opponents in less-than-ideal weather. The weather didn't solely impact the Dolphins' performance. A muffed punt by rookie Malik Washington after a solid defensive stop gave Green Bay a short field to work with and led to a Packers touchdown. Miami was also penalized 10 times, adding to their struggles. Historically, Miami has had trouble in cold weather games, with a record of 0-7 when Tua Tagovailoa starts in temperatures below 46 degrees. Garrett pointed out that the Dolphins roster, which prioritizes speed over physicality, may have disadvantages against more well-rounded teams in harsh conditions. Despite all these issues, the Dolphins still had a chance to make the game competitive. After falling behind by 2 touchdowns, they managed to cut the deficit, which is a positive takeaway. But the bigger picture remains troubling. The Dolphins continue to struggle against good teams in cold weather and on primetime television. The narrative that Miami can't handle the physicality of challenging games continues to linger. After this loss, another narrative is added. One of their players called the team soft. That's a label no NFL team wants, especially a team trying to make a playoff push. Now, at 5-7, the Dolphins still have a shot at the postseason. If they win 4 or 5 of their remaining 5 games, they could finish with a respectable 10-7 or 9-8 record. But to overcome these narratives, their struggles against good teams, in cold weather, or on prime time, they'll need to prove they're more than just a fast team. They'll have to show they have the physicality and toughness to win the big games when it matters most. The Dolphins' road to the playoffs is still possible, but their biggest challenge might not be on the field. It's the internal narratives about their ability to compete at the highest level. It could be their downfall if they can't shake the soft label.